This is going to activate your manifestation for some of you. I won't be surprised that after listening to this, that some of you are going to experience a very big shift. Some of you, your manifestations might find you after listening to this. Now, I want to quickly talk about how to align yourself to the frequency of your desires. Now, you must have heard me say or heard it from somewhere that for you to manifest what you want in life, whatever it is you want, the house, the car, the money, the new job, the relationship, the children, the whatever it is, that you have to become the frequency, align yourself to the frequency of that desire before it becomes a physical reality. Now, I want you to pay attention to this. Everything already exists in the quantum field. Now, the quantum field, you've heard me say it, is the field of infinite potentials. The version of you that already has what you want already exists in the quantum field, in the now, in the present moment, not yesterday, not tomorrow, not next year, in the present moment, right now as I speak this. You are not creating anything new from scratch. You are only aligning yourself to the frequency of that being, of that desire that already exists in the quantum field. Now, how do you align yourself to that frequency? Because it's by aligning yourself to the frequency of what you want that you become a match to it. And if you hold that frequency on a moment-to-moment basis, the quantum field will create that thing in the physical world. That experience will be created physically. You're not creating the thing, you are creating the experience for you. In other words, you will magnetize opportunities and synchronicities and possibilities. People, circumstances, everything in your environment will begin to bend to that reality that you want. This is, in other words, called manifestation. So how do you do this? You align yourself to the frequency of your desires by becoming the person that already has it. That becoming, you already heard me say this a number of times, but this cannot be overemphasized. That is why we keep reminding you of it in case you forget it. Becoming the person that already has it is how you align yourself to that frequency. What does it mean to become? To become is to be. What does it mean to be? The word be refers to personality. Your personality is made up of three things: how you think, how you act, and how you feel. That is a personality. In other words, you have to start thinking like the person who already has it. You have to start feeling emotions like the person who already has it. And you have to start to act like the person who already has it. Now, this is very important. If you think and feel and act like that person, you have changed. You are now a magnet. You are no longer the same person. If you start to think, feel, and act like the person who already has it, you are no longer living in lack. In other words, you're not talking about the lack. You're not talking about the absence of what you want in your life. I'm sure you have a TV in your house. Are you going around thinking that there's no TV in your house? Are you going around prizing TVs because you want to buy a TV? No, because you already have it. It's a done deal. You're not worried about it. You're not complaining about it because you don't have it. Every thought you have, if you remember a TV, you just remember the picture of where you kept it in your house. In other words, your thoughts, listen now, your thoughts are the thoughts of having it and not the thoughts of going to buy it. Is this making sense? What about the emotions? How do you feel about the new car that you bought or about whatever you own already? Do you feel that empty space of not having it? No. You feel, every time you remember that, you feel, oh, that is done. It's already in my house. The minute you remember the picture of it where you kept it in your house, you feel, oh, I have that. Oh, that's a done deal. The emotions are there telling you that you have it. What about your actions about that? Everything that you have in your life, you have actions that are aligned to the personality that already has those things. If it's money that you want to manifest, if you have money, for example, let's say you have 20 million in your bank account now. Are you going to go about not spending money or not buying the things that you want or not giving people? If you're a stingy person, well, it's possible that you might still have money and not spend it. But No matter how stingy you are, you might buy the things that you want at least. Some of those things that you need, you will at least buy them. You will not actually live in lack. So ask yourself a question. If I have the amount of money that I want in my life right now, will I still be sitting here thinking about how I'm going to feed? Thinking about there's no food in the house? No, I'm going to go out and buy what I need. I'm going to go shopping. I'm going to write my grocery lists and do everything I want. That's an action that only someone who has money takes. I hope this is making sense. In other words, as you in the absence of the money in your bank account, you are doing what? You are behaving like somebody who has the money. This is not fake it till you make it. This is not you're doing it, but in your mind you're saying, oh, I know the money is not there, but let me just do it. They say you have to do it. No, you cannot deceive your brain. Your brain already knows that you are not feeling it. All right? Get into the mood of the person who already has the money. Think about an alert coming into your bank account right now. You can get into that feeling. Don't fake it. Make it real. How can I make it real? Yes, you can do that. You can do that. Some of you listening to me right now, you are masters at bringing up negative feelings, even when there is no threat around you. But when it comes to bringing up positive feelings, when there's no positive thing to create the positive feeling, it becomes difficult. It's because you've trained yourself in feeling negative things more. It's possible to bring up positive emotions even when there is no positive thing around you, because you're doing it for the negative. You're doing it for the negative, and you're still the same person doing it. So it's possible to do that. Now, bringing these three things together, if you start to think like the person who has it, act like the person who has it, feel like the person who has it, you have changed. You are a different person now. Listen, physical reality has no choice than to deliver the physical, material, tangible desire into your life. It is a law. It is as sure as the sun rises every day. It is as sure as the law of gravity. It does not have a choice to comply. It must deliver it, because now you are like a vortex. You're like a tornado that draws things into it without choice. Things will come into your life, everything that you want and everything that is on the same frequency of that thing that you want will definitely find you. Even things that you didn't list will find you because they're on the same frequency. Frequency never lies. Anything that you want will not be able to stay away from you the minute you become the frequency of it. It is law. So let's do a real-time practice with this. I want you to practice this with something important for you in your life. Just grab a pen and a paper. Write down one thing that is very important to you, something that you want to manifest. Just write it down. Write it down, be very clear about it. Something that you're very passionate about. Have you written it down? Now, I want you to write these three things. Write your thoughts, your actions, your emotions. What are the thoughts and actions and emotions that you're having about these things now that you don't have it? Write them down and notice them. Go over to the other side of the paper, write down the thoughts, the actions and emotions that you will have when it comes into your life. Be very clear about it, because that is the frequency. That is the frequency that you want to align. Have you done that? Now, I want you to practice. Ask yourself, what are the kinds of thoughts that I'm going to be thinking if I have these things? Write it. What are the kinds of actions that I'm going to demonstrate, and how am I going to feel? Your feelings are very important. Your thoughts are not enough to bring anything into your life. You have to combine the thoughts and the feelings. Your thoughts and the feelings, the way you think and the way you feel, is your state of being. If you feel a certain way, you have to act a certain way. It is law. Your feelings will cause you to act. You can never be joyful and act like an angry person, and you can never be angry and act like a joyful person. Your body moves you into action. It is a law. And whatever you want will come into your life. That is it. If you continue to embody this frequency and stay locked into it on a moment-to-moment basis, your energy will explode, and it will draw opportunities, circumstances. People will bend to your will. You're bending time. You're changing reality. Because the minute you change, your life must change. And Nothing changes in your life until you change. Try this and come back to this video and tell me. For some of you, this is going to cause a very big shift in your life. Like I said in the beginning of this, that this is going to bring your manifestation delivered to you, sometimes very, very quickly. For some that it didn't happen for, maybe you have some subconscious blocks, which is very understandable, because where the work is to stay locked in without reacting, is to stay locked into that frequency on a moment-to-moment basis. Because I've been doing this for a while, and I know that many people, they can stay happy, they can stay faithful for one day, and the next day they start doubting, will it work? How long is it been? How long is it going to take? Things like that. So if that is you, well, that's why I'm here for you. You can reach out to me and I can help you fix that. With an affordable fee, I can coach you and help you manifest your desires into your life. Whatever it is that you want, I don't care what it is. Everything is possible and everything already exists. And I know that the only thing keeping it away from you is that you are not aligned to that frequency. Once you align yourself to that frequency, it cannot stay away from you. I keep saying that because it's true. So you can reach out to me, send me a message, and we can work on that. So thank you for listening and thank you for watching. There's going to be a link in the description or in the comments or in my bio. Just reach out to me and help me share the video, and let me know also what you think. If you have any questions, just reach out to me in the comments or inbox me and we can talk about it. Thank you for being here. I know that you are capable, and I know that you are a creator, and I know that you can manifest your dreams, and I know that I'm here for you if you need my help. I'll talk to you soon.